We often learn the noble ideal that generosity should prevail over personal interests. But does anyone ever caution us about the perils of excessive kindness and boundless compassion? We inhabit a world where reciprocity is not guaranteed, and it's populated with generous souls who find themselves drained, both financially and energetically, due to indiscriminate giving. Could relentless generosity even jeopardize our own lives? Prepare to be astonished by the unanticipated negative repercussions that acts of kindness can bring upon you. Today, I will unveil 8 consequences of excessive benevolence and introduce 4 Stoic strategies to shield yourself from those seeking to exploit your goodwill. Without further delay, let's delve into the first. Number 1. You'll harbor unrealistic expectations of others. The Stoics advocated embracing circumstances as they are, not anchoring our well-being to others' actions. By giving without anticipating reciprocation, you shield yourself from disappointment and cultivate emotional detachment, leading to enhanced tranquility. Yet, it's arduous to be entirely selfless in our generosity. Consciously or not, when we pour ourselves into aiding others, we subconsciously expect a comparable effort when our needs arise. Regrettably, you've nurtured the assumption in others that you can shoulder both their burdens and yours. Consequently, your anticipations for reciprocity will likely remain unfulfilled, leaving you with a cocktail of frustration, fatigue, dejection, and resentment. However, viewing this objectively, it's crucial to acknowledge that people aren't failing you. Rather, they are mirroring the actions you should also be taking, tending to their responsibilities. Number 2. People will come to expect only your benevolence. As per Stoic philosophy, it is vital to recognize that genuine worth emanates from virtuous conduct and rationality, rather than merely meeting others' expectations. Exercising moderation and extending help in a balanced manner empowers you to retain control over your actions, steering clear of habits that erode your emotional well-being. Throughout your life, you've likely heard the adage that humans are creatures of habit. Humans are predisposed to adapting to routines, lifestyles, and the happenings around them. This inclination towards adaptation underpins the concept of the comfort zone. Consequently, if you continually offer assistance, recipients may come to anticipate perpetual assistance. Subsequently, you inadvertently coax them into their comfort zones, and they cease fulfilling their obligations because you've undertaken them. The predicament you encounter is not valuing yourself sufficiently, for if you fail in this aspect, it is improbable that someone will implore you to reconsider and prioritize your well-being. Do not anticipate this empathetic gesture from those you aid, for they are likely entrenched in their personal Robin Hood role, which could come at the cost of their lives. Number 3. Your priorities will be overshadowed. The Stoics underscored living in harmony with reason and virtue, establishing boundaries, and assigning priority to one's obligations to maintain equilibrium. By wholeheartedly attending to others' priorities, you might discover that you are evading something within yourself, causing you discomfort and fear. What emotions envelop you when you spend weekends alone or return home daily, knowing no one eagerly awaits your presence? If these emotions stem from an urge to escape yourself, the repercussions will be twofold. Firstly, you'll inevitably confront your inner self, and secondly, your mood will deteriorate as you progressively neglect your priorities to tend to others. Self-care constitutes a cornerstone for well-being. Prior to extending solace to others, ensure that you are content, nurtured, and cared for. To put it simply, never offer someone chocolate without indulging in one yourself, just as you wouldn't tidy a friend's home without first ensuring yours is immaculate and reveling in a delightful film while savoring a glass of wine. You come first, followed by the rest of the world. Number 4, you'll be perceived as feeble and treated as such. Stoicism urges the cultivation of inner fortitude and self-control. By delineating boundaries and practicing self-discipline, you convey to others your dedication to personal responsibilities and values, earning their respect rather than being perceived as frail. If you excessively assist over time, you might inadvertently project an authoritative image in the area where you collaborate with others, which is ironic because, in reality, your failure to set boundaries invites people to perceive you as weak. The moment you commence employing the magic word no, individuals will gradually experience a novel sentiment toward you: respect. Number 5. You'll attract fair-weather friends who approach you solely when they need something. Stoicism underscores the value of discernment and wisdom, enabling you to differentiate between sincere individuals and opportunists. By exerting self-control and objectivity, you can identify those genuinely in need of assistance and avoid dissipating your energies in fruitless endeavors. Abruptly, those who once considered you a cherished friend begin to exclude you from their social gatherings, only invoking your name when they require aid. Number 6. You'll attract those seeking to take, not willing to give. Through Stoic discernment, you can foster authentic and mutually beneficial relationships. People gravitate into our lives in response to the energy we emanate. Vibrating at a low frequency attracts pessimistic individuals with gloomy spirits and malevolent intentions. Conversely, a high vibrational frequency draws individuals brimming with positivity, generosity, enthusiasm, diligence, and joy. Thus, indiscriminate giving causes a depletion of your energy, lowering your vibrational frequency, thereby magnetizing needy individuals and even opportunists with no intention, let alone resources, to reciprocate. Number 7. You may tumble into addiction. Stoicism champions moderation and self-control. By practicing self-discipline in your benevolence, you circumvent the peril of descending into addictive habits. This approach helps you maintain a healthy connection with your actions and decisions. When scarcity becomes a part of your daily existence, the lure of addiction heightens. One day, a close associate may observe that you're consuming excessive amounts, not necessarily mineral water, or excessively indulging in food or gambling. Pay heed to the concern expressed by those who genuinely care about you. Initially, you may react with indignation, asserting that you have no issues. However, understand that individuals who care for your well-being exclusively desire what's best for you. Number 8. You'll incite suspicion. Stoicism encourages virtuous conduct regardless of others' perceptions. By aligning your actions with your principles and values, you establish an authentic reputation impervious to unfounded doubts. Although one might wish for a different outcome, it's important to recognize that genuinely kind individuals are not abundant in this world. Consequently, if you happen to be one, your actions may elicit suspicion rather than admiration or gratitude. It won't be long before your benevolent acts lead people to wonder about your hidden intentions, ultimately culminating in mistrust. In accordance with Stoic wisdom, life's most prudent measure often resides in the middle ground. Generosity is no exception. If your giving errs on the side of scarcity, you may be perceived as selfish and avaricious. Conversely, excessive benevolence can deplete you of energy, time, and possibly even finances. Thus, it's advisable to lean towards shades of gray, finding a harmonious equilibrium between prioritizing others and oneself. In moments of uncertainty, remember the empowering word no, particularly when it involves extending a ride home through a car window. Our expedition draws to a close, and I genuinely hope these insights will prove invaluable. Always bear in mind that you are an integral part of this channel. If this presentation has provided you with assistance, invoked contemplation, or imparted knowledge, kindly bestow a thumbs up, allowing others to encounter the illuminating teachings of Stoic philosophy. Should you not have already done so, consider subscribing and contributing your thoughts below. Every small step you take contributes to your personal evolution. Together, let's transcend conventional paradigms. If you have found value in this presentation, if it has aided you in any way, sparked moments of contemplation, or granted you insights and knowledge, we kindly request your support. Within the realm of Stoicism, we find a profound truth. Authentic strength is not measured by physical prowess, but rather by one's ability to master their own mind and emotions. It is a philosophy that champions the development of an unshakable character through the cultivation of virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. To embrace Stoicism is to embark on a journey towards inner fortitude. Central to this philosophy is the profound understanding that there are aspects of life beyond our control. The Stoic sage, therefore, focuses their energy and attention on those matters that fall within their sphere of influence. By relinquishing needless worries and stress over what cannot be changed, they find a source of enduring strength. In the wisdom of Stoicism, we discover that genuine strength resides in the mastery of oneself. It is a strength that transcends the physical, reaching deep into the recesses of the mind and the essence of the human spirit. To embrace Stoicism is to embark on a transformative journey toward inner resilience, one that empowers us to face life's trials with unwavering courage and grace.